Real estate agents lose 71% of leads that aren't contacted within 5 minutes of their form submission on showing interest. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a no-code voice AI agent that handles all of that, including answering questions, qualifying leads, and scheduling tours. This is going to be a complete no-code solution, so even if you have never built anything with AI, this is going to make sense to you. We're going to use our n8n as a backend to initiate the call as soon as the customer submits a form, and then we're going to use Retell AI to completely control how the voice agent interacts with the customer, so there's zero hallucination, including how to schedule tours, check availability, book appointments, and everything else. And the best part, I'm going to show you exactly how to download this template completely for free and how to use it, so make sure you stick around till the entire video, so that way you can learn how to build this thing, or you can utilize this again to sell it to clients. All right, so let's go ahead and start with a quick demo, and then I'm going to show you what this build looks like. So what I'm going to do is just click on execute workflow here. This is going to pull up a form. And again, you can imagine this form being on your own website or whatever it may be, but I'm going to go ahead and fill the name. So let's say I am Sam. I'm just going to put random emails and random phone number. And then let's say the property that I'm interested in is called 524 Retell Lane. So as soon as I click on submit, as you can see, the workflow gets again generated, and I should receive a phone call pretty soon. So there you go. Perfect. As you can see, I'm getting a phone call. So let me go ahead and answer the call so you can see that conversation.
Hello, Sam. This is Chloe from Retell Real Estate Company. Am I catching you at a good time?
Yeah, how's it going?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I wanted to reach out because you recently showed interest in the property at 524 Retell Lane in Palo Alto, near Stanford. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the place so far. What did you think about it?
Yeah, it's a really nice place. I would love to schedule a tour if I can.
That's great to hear, Sam. I'd be happy to help you set up a tour for 524 Retell Lane. When are you available to come by? Just let me know a day and time that works for you, and I'll check what's open.
Do you have any availability at 10 a.m. on Friday?
For Friday, August 1st, we have openings from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Would you like to book the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. slot, or is there another time in that range that works better for you?
Let's do 12 p.m.
Just to confirm, you want to book the appointment at 12 p.m. on Friday, August 1st. Hang tight while I get this set up for you. It looks like I need your email to finish booking the appointment. Could you please share your email address so I can lock in your tour for 12 p.m. on Friday, August 1st?
Yeah, it's sam@gmail.com. S-A-M.
Thanks, Sam. Booking your tour for 12 p.m. on Friday, August 1st at 524 Retell Lane now. You're all set, Sam. Your tour is booked for 12 p.m. on Friday, August 1st at 524 Retell Lane in Palo Alto. Do you have any questions about the property or anything else I can help with before your visit?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Sam. Looking forward to seeing you at your tour. Have a great day.
Yep, bye. All right, so there you go. Now you can see after the call, I executed this workflow because we'll have a webhook that's going to summarize all of the conversation, and it's going to update the Google Sheet here, as you can see right here, with the name, information, the property, and then also a phone call summary as well. So this is a very unique build because, like I mentioned before, this is going to actually be a zero hallucination because we will actually control every state of this voice agent. And this is what's referred to as a multi-prompt agent in our Retell, which is going to be a no-code voice agent platform that we're going to use. All right, so that was kind of the demo. So now let me go ahead and walk through how you can build this thing. As far as getting this specific workflow for free, like I mentioned, I'm going to put the link in the description. You can head over to my by the way, this is a free community. This is a free community. So go ahead and head over there, go to the classroom section. You can click on YouTube resources and you'll have access to all of these different workflows, including this one that you can just essentially download in the bottom, just like all these blueprints. And you can come to your n8n, come to the top right hand corner, click on import from URL, and you can upload that. Everything will be brought over. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on inside these particular different nodes that are available. Now, another important thing, obviously, the voice AI agent space is blowing up right now. So these are really great ways to, learn the skills to be able to build this, whether you're interested in starting your agency or you're just a business owner who is looking to build a voice agent for your service. So for what happens is the first thing is your form submission. Again, like we mentioned before, as soon as you click on execute workflow, what this is going to do is this is going to pull up this form, and you can update all of this information like the name, email, phone number, or you can change the property here. This is very simple to do inside your form in your AI agent. Let me click on stop listening here. If you see at the bottom here, these are the different fields. You can always add more fields. And let's say if you want to do the budget or something like that, right? You can add that. You can have a element type as like the number, password, drop down list, whatever it may be. This is just essentially a simple form. You can always add more forms. So if I click on add note here, you can see there's different forms that are within n8n that are available, like form.io, formstack.trigger, or whatever other form that you want to use. It's the same thing. You can essentially utilize that, let's say from your website, and then use a webhook to grab this information. So once the form is submitted inside our Retell node, and again, you will have access to this. So once you download this template, everything will be brought over. So as you can see, we're reaching out to this particular URL called create a phone call. So this is gonna generate this phone call with the bottom, the JSON that's here. So what this is doing is this is grabbing the information from that form that's submitted, and it's calling on this voice agent to create that phone call. Now that voice agent is the agent that's on your Retell. Now for those of you who are not familiar with Retell, Retell is a great no-code voice AI platform that you can use. I'm going to put the link in the description, or you can just go ahead and go to retellai.com and you can create a voice agent. So the way to do that, so let me go ahead and show you exactly what that looks like. Whoops, not restream. Retell AI, there you go. So you're going to come to Retell. They give you free $10 credits you can utilize. You're going to click on voice agents, create on agent, voice agent, and we're going to use multi-prompt agent. So this is where a multi-prompt agent becomes very powerful. So if you click on create blank, this is going to bring you into this canvas where you can put your universal prompt here, and you can also, and that's what I was mentioning earlier as far as zero hallucination, because you can actually create different states. You can create multiple states where you have access to controlling how these voice agents interact. So if we look at the example right here that I built, as you can see, this is the lead qualification real estate. And by the way, you can just pause the video and take a screenshot of this. This is just a sample prompt, but essentially you want to identify, give the voice agent an identity. You want to give them the style guardrails, how to have a conversation or a discussion. So I'm saying be concise, response succinctly, and then address one topic at most, right? So you're giving this a universal prompt, and then afterwards, most importantly, you're going to click on this edit prompt tree. Now this is where your multi-state prompt agent comes in. So the first state is always going to be some kind of introduction state. So in this case, we're doing warm intro. So we're giving a background about property. This is just sample. Obviously, all of this information will be coming in from your form submission right here. But essentially, what you're doing is you're giving this a background, and then also, as you can see, this dynamic variable. So this curly brackets name, that's coming in from the form because we're utilizing the voice agent right here, this dynamic variable, to be able to grab that information, the name of that customer, as soon as they submit that form. And then we're giving this specific tasks, right? We're saying first, extend a warm greeting to your customer name, right? That name is the dynamic variable that we're grabbing from that form. That's coming in from our n8n there. And then you're going to provide the exact conversation that the voice agent is supposed to have. So he's saying, ask if this is a good time to call. If this is not a good time to call, transition to callback. Now this is where this multi-state prompt comes in here, or multi-agent prompt comes in here, because the reason why this is a zero hallucination is because each state is not aware of what's going on with the other state. So for example, the introduction state is not responsible for anything related to appointment booking or scheduling tour. So if I click on schedule tour right here, as you can see, I'm giving it a task that ask user when they're available for a tour called the function check availability. Now this check availability function, this is we're connecting to cal.com. Now we're reaching out to cal.com, which is connected to our Google Calendar, just like you saw earlier. And this has the ability to see which times are available, which available slots are available for this person to schedule a tour. Let me go back here, right here. So that's the first function that we're referring to here. The second function is booking the appointment. Same thing. This is connected to cal.com. This is going to check out the calendar availability, and it says if the availability exists for a nearby time, inform the user there's availability near time. If it does not exist, ask the user to select another time. Confirm the date, time, and time zone, and then, you repeat that back. So this is just a very detailed prompt. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use this prompt. What you could do is, write something like this, but what you're doing is you want to make sure you're giving this agent step-by-step guide on the task to make sure that it understands and avoids any kind of hallucination or coming up with its own thing, right? So that's the schedule tour state. The callback tour state is very simple. This just says, hey, ask the user when is a good time to schedule a callback, because if they're not available, right, in the warm intro state, we said that first check if they're available. If they're not, then ask for callback. So if the customer says I'm not available, it's going to go to this callback stage. If they said, hey, I'm interested in scheduling a tour, then we're saying, all right, then go to schedule tour. Right here, it says right here, ask if a user is interested in an in-person tour. If yes, transition to schedule tour. So that's what we're doing. We're identifying when to transition from which state to which state. And in this case, we also provide this edge. This just basically tells it when to transition to this particular state. In this scenario, we're saying transition to schedule an in-person tour, right? And then we're providing the prompt inside here, and then also the different tools that are available. Now, Retell has multiple different tools, including this call transfer and call transfer is another great function. So we're doing that in our warm intro here. As you can see, this is the call transfer function. So what this is doing in Retell, we're saying that if a customer is asking questions, so right here in the bottom, as you can see, if the customer asks you something that is not included in your task, just say that you don't know. And if it insists on wanting to know that answer, call the function transfer call to transfer to a human representative, right? So that's what we're doing. And we're providing exactly which call number or which phone number to transfer to. And there's cold transfer and warm transfer. Cold transfer just means that it's automatically going to transfer this to the customer. Warm transfer means that we can apply additional resources or additional parameters, so that way the agent knows what's going on in the call. So yeah, so that's exactly how it works. Like I said, you can just use any kind of prompt. It doesn't have to be this. This is just a sample prompt, but that's how you can handle the exact conversation of what the customer is supposed to, or how the voice agent is supposed to handle the customer. Now, afterwards, once the conversation is done, as you saw, this webhook got initiated, and we're just using this summarization change to summarize and update our Google Sheet. The Google Sheet just has the name, email, phone number, property, and AI for somebody, right? Because we want to understand exactly what the conversation was like. And the way we're getting this in the front end here. So if I go back to our main page here, there's a webhook setting, and right here, I'm adding this webhook from my n8n here. So this is the same exact webhook right here. I'm just copying this and pasting it on my Retell AI here on the webhook setting. And this is going to send that information in the transcript of the call. And then we'll be able to utilize that to update our CRM, capture information that was captured during the call itself, and much, much more. So that's a really good way to build this thing. Now, if you are obviously, like I said, you can grab all of this template from the free community, but if you are interested in actually getting certified and learning step by step how to build voice agents, I recently launched a Retell Voice AI course with n8n, where I'll show you exactly the setups, the basic functions of all of the Retell AI functionalities, and then also step-by-step builds for appointment reminders, lead qualification, outbound, inbound, everything else. And then the most exciting part is that we're partnering with Retell AI to actually get voice AI certification for you. So if you're interested in starting your AI agency course, then we actually provide a voice certification. So that way you can be posted on Retell AI's website as a certified partner. So that way you can provide or you can create these voice agents and sell it to your customers. And if you don't know how to start your AI agency, I also have a AI agency course where step by step, it's a 5-week daily accountability program that I show you how to start your AI agency, how to choose a niche. And then of course, if you're a beginner in n8n, I have a bunch of stuff in our classroom that if you want interested in learning, you can check that out. Anyway, so hopefully you found that helpful. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description for the community if you're interested in becoming a certified partner or learning how to build voice AI agents from scratch. Then go ahead and join the community. If not, like I said, enjoy this workflow. Make sure you utilize it. Let me know in the comments below that if you want me to build any other voice agents that you're interested. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.